welcome to the Disney News Show. Here's your host, CruellasFurCoat.
Yes, this is the Disney News Show. I am Joe Worthington, aka CruellasFurCoat, and this is episode 74 for Sunday, the 7th of April 2013. Now, I hope you're all doing really well. Hope you all had a great Easter last weekend, and first of all, I'd just like to apologise for the delay in getting out last week's episode. Now, it was Easter and I did go away for the weekend, and the hotel I was staying at had awful internet connection, and because of that it did take nearly a full day to upload that video. Now, I started it uploading at 10 AM on the Sunday morning. It took until 2 AM Sunday night, Monday morning to get that uploaded, so really sorry about that, but it did get there in the end, and sorry it didn't come out on the Sunday, but I hope you all got a chance to watch it and enjoyed it. I've had some great feedback from that show, so it's always great to hear from you guys. But yeah, this week is episode 74, and that does mean we are 1 week away from episode 75. Now, a couple of weeks ago I did promise I'd be doing something a bit different or special for episode 75, and I asked you guys to give me your thoughts, and some of the requests I've been having have been for a live video, live Q&A kind of thing. Unfortunately, I've not got the time to put that on for you guys next week, but we are going to do a Q&A video that you guys can send in your questions and I will answer them. I'm not going to be able to do it like over the phone. I will do that definitely for episode 100, so in a couple of weeks when it's episode 100, I will definitely be doing a live video. However, I'm not going to be able to do one next week, so sorry about that. But if anyone does want to send any questions, any comments, anything like that for the Q&A video next week, then be sure to let me know, either in the comments boxes down below, or send me a personal message, or contact me on Twitter. I'm at CruellasFurCoat. Now, you can ask anything about Disney, any other stuff. I will try my best to answer as many questions as I can. It will either be a part of next week's episode 75, or it will be a special video on its own. I'm not quite decided yet. I guess we'll see how many questions I get. So there we go. And I will kind of ask for them. Please, could you try and have all the questions in by this Friday, the 12th of April, and that would be fantastic. That is the 12th, is it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? That would be great if you could have them all in by Friday, and then I can sort them through and get a video done for you guys. And so there we go. But yeah, so that is for next week's episode 75. A Q&A will be happening, so I hope you're pleased about that. But before we get to the news now, I'd just like to show you a couple of things that I picked up over the past week. I have a Vinylmation and a Blu-ray to show you guys, and these were both sent to me by the fantastic Michelle Tate-Young from the Mini Minx's Disney podcast. A wonderful Disney podcast, and I know I've talked about it a lot on the show. My favourite Disney podcast. Michelle and Kim do a wonderful job every 2 weeks of bringing fantastic guests. Really, I don't know how they get such incredible guests on their show. There's interviews, there's features, great stuff, and I really do enjoy that podcast, so you guys definitely go and check them out. Link down below. And yeah, the Mini Minx's Disney podcast, sorry. So I bought these couple of things off Michelle. First of all, we have a new Goofy Vinylmation. Here we go. It is the Disney Cruise Line Goofy. Now, I was really pleased to get this one. I really like the design on that, and it goes up there with my Goofies. A Goofy collection coming on really well now, and really happy to add that one. Next up, we have the Aristocats on Blu-ray. Now, this is one that I've been meaning to get for quite a while and never got round to it, and then Michelle told me she had it for sale, and I was like, yes, definitely buying that, because really looking forward to watching this. Not a chance to see it yet, but I'm sure it does look great. If you take a look inside, the disc art is very nice as well. So really pleased to add that one to my collection. Great stuff there. Oh, also, she sent me one of her new business cards. Now, take a look there. Really great stuff. Probably a bit too blurry to make it out, but really great business card there. Thank you very much for sending me them, Michelle. So, yeah, go and check out Mini Minx's fantastic Disney podcast. Yeah, what more is to say? Just wonderful stuff. So, before we get to the proper news this week, there has been a big announcement, and that is, of course, of Finding Dory. Now, Disney Pixar announced this week that the sequel to Finding Nemo will be Finding Dory, and personally, I'm very excited about this. Before we kind of got this news, I was a bit sceptical about the possibility of Finding Nemo 2, but the fact that they are focusing on the character of Dory, probably my favourite character from Finding Nemo, what can they do wrong with this? I mean, it's gonna be good however it goes. But this is set to be released in November 2015, so quite a while away now. But it's definitely been confirmed by Ellen DeGeneres on her show. She did a fantastic kind of feature about leading up to announcing it, and she will of course be returning to play Dory in this movie. Now, from what we've gathered so far, this film will be taking place a year after the original Finding Nemo, and it will also take place along the California coastline. And probably the most exciting part for me is that this will most probably include the introduction of Dory's family. So that is great news for me. I mean, I can't wait, really. I really can't wait for this movie. Now, from what I've heard, great response from lots of people for this movie. I think people are feeling a lot more positive about this than maybe they are towards even Monsters University, which is coming out next summer. Well, this summer. And so, I don't know, maybe it's the whole prequel to sequel thing. People, would they rather see a sequel than a prequel? And I don't know, maybe people are saying that Pixar shouldn't be making as many sequels, or kind of so they should be focusing on new ideas, which is what they do best. But I think Finding Nemo 2, I think it's the right way to go, and personally very excited for this movie. So let me know what you think. Are you excited about this movie? Were you happy when you heard the news? And yeah, so Finding Dory officially announced by Disney Pixar this week. Okay, so starting off with the Walt Disney World news for this week, and this week's limited time magic for Walt Disney World is called Disney Truck Shop. Now, this is going to be a mobile store selling vintage style limited edition t-shirts. It's going to be parked in downtown Disney's West Side from tomorrow, the 8th of April, until next Sunday, the 14th. Now, this looks like it's going to be quite interesting, really. It looks like there's going to be these t-shirts which are going to be available only for this week, and then they will be gone, and they will only be available from this location. Now, maybe I don't know how many people will actually go and buy these, but they look quite cool. The design, it's very vintage, it's very nice, and so it's only available this week at downtown Disney's West Side. We don't have a price tag yet, but I would imagine them to be quite expensive since they're limited and they're only around for this short amount of time. Okay, next up, a new restaurant has been announced this week for the Morocco Pavilion in Epcot's World Showcase. Now, this is going to be called Spice Road Table, and it will feature various small plates and refreshments inspired by the cuisine of the Mediterranean. Now, it's expected to open by the end of this year, 2013, and during this time, the Moroccan show and the Aladdin meet and greet have been relocated to the rear of the pavilion while this work takes place, because it's going to be on the edge of the World Showcase Lagoon, and so just while this is happening, the music concert kind of thing and the Aladdin meet and greets are now at the back, kind of the market area, I believe, of the Morocco Pavilion. Now, this new restaurant looks really cool. I like the idea of it. I like the kind of tapas kind of feel, and yeah, so Spice Road Table looks really cool. I'll bring you more details on that as I get it. Okay, next up, for Tables of Wonderland members, it is now possible to get a discount at Cirque du Soleil's La Nouba for select performances. Now, this is new for Tales of Wonderland customers who would not previously have been able to get discounts. Now, for specific dates and prices, please check out the link on WDW Magic, which I have leave down below. And so if you are a member, then be sure to go and check that out so you can take a look and when you will be able to get the discount, because La Nube is an incredible show. I know if you are a Tales of Wonderland member, you'll probably have seen it, but it is absolutely spectacular. One of my favourite things at Walt Disney World, well, my favourite show was La Nube, and so great to see you be able to get a discount because it is rather pricey, really, especially if there's lots of you going to see La Nube. But yeah, so definitely go and check that link out below if you are a Tales of Wonderland member. Okay, our next piece of news is that Victoria and Albert's restaurant at Disney's Grand Floridian has been named by the food dining guide Zagat as one of the top 15 iconic restaurants in the US. Now, this is a list compiled by Zagat which includes restaurants which embody the essence of their city. Now, this is a fantastic award, well, not award, but fantastic list which Victoria and Albert's has been included on, and really this restaurant is stunning. I've not had a chance to eat there, but from what I've heard, it's just an incredible restaurant. And out of 30 in the following categories, you could have got a score of 30. Victoria and Albert scored 29 for food, 28 for decor, and 29 for service. Now, this was the highest on the list, and I really applaud the guys at Victoria and Albert's for the fantastic food that they create and the fantastic restaurant that they have produced. And yeah, just wonderful stuff there. If anyone has had a chance to dine at Victorian Albert's, then let me know what your thoughts are. From what I've heard from other people, this is pretty much well deserved for Victorian Albert's. So yeah, so great stuff there from the wonderful Disney Grand Floridian restaurant. Okay, our final piece of news, also at the Grand Floridian, is that the Courtyard Pool at the Grand Floridian has reopened this week after its long refurbishment, and now this pool has a zero entry side for kids to kind of, well, you know, it's got a very shallow end, and apparently it's kind of changed the atmosphere of the pool from more of kind of a relaxed adult pool to a kid-friendly pool. So I don't know what impact that'll have really, but I think it's good, and I really like what they've done with it. So yeah, Disney Grand Floridian, the Courtyard Pool, has reopened this week. Okay, so moving on to Disneyland now, and this week's limited time magic is Long Lost Friends Week. Now, you may remember a few weeks ago that I mentioned that we were allowed to vote for which characters we would like to see at Long Lost Friends Week at Disneyland. Now, the results have been announced this week, and next week will be the Long Lost Friends Week. Now, a couple of the characters are the same as we saw at Walt Disney World not long ago. That is the Robin Hood and DuckTales characters. Now, new for Disneyland are going to be the Hunchback of Notre Dame characters, including Esmeralda, Clopin and Frollo, and Pocahontas characters, including Pocahontas, John Smith, Miko and Governor Ratcliffe. Now, that is absolutely fantastic. I mean, personally, I would love to meet the Hunchback and Pocahontas characters, especially Esmeralda and Clopin. They would be incredible to meet, and I'm really envious of anyone who is heading to Disneyland during this week that they will be able to meet those characters. And apparently there are also going to be unannounced characters throughout the week. Now, if you're heading to Disneyland this week, this will be happening at Big Thunder Ranch Jamboree instead of Main Street Town Square as was at Walt Disney World. Now, that is in Frontierland, and it will be happening from tomorrow, the 8th of April, until next Sunday, the 14th of April. And so, yeah, so fantastic. I mean, Pocahontas and John Smith, you hardly ever see them together. And also, well, Esmeralda, Clopin, Frollo, Miko, Governor Ratcliffe, oh my god, it just sounds absolutely wonderful. If anyone does get a chance to go and send me some pictures, that would be absolutely wonderful. I'm sure I might be able to find them somewhere, but yeah, so Great stuff there. Long Lost Friends Week happening this week at Disneyland Resorts. Okay, so moving on to Disneyland Paris news now, and the soundtrack to Disneyland Paris' nighttime spectacular Disney Dreams is to be released on CD this summer. Now, this has been a long time coming. We have had Disney Dreams now for almost a year, and it is about to be released on CD, which is fantastic. Now, it's unknown which version of Dreams will be featured on the CD. Will it be the original version, which included The Jungle Book and Mary Poppins, or will it be the new version, which includes Brave and The Lion King? Now, we don't know, or will both be released? Maybe, maybe not. We don't have an exact release date, but we do know it will be this summer. Very exciting news for anyone who collects Disney music, Disneyland Paris music, Disneyland Paris merchandise. I know Steve from Dedicated to DLP will definitely be getting this CD, and yeah, so it's great stuff. I will hopefully be able to get my hands on it because it's a fantastic soundtrack that they use for Dreams, and so yeah, so let's wait and see about what happens there. Great news there from Disneyland Paris. So that is pretty much all the news for this week. I really hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Disney News Show. It's been episode 74 for Sunday, 7th of April 2013, from me, Joe Worthington, aka CruellasFurCoat. Don't forget to check out next week's episode 75, and don't forget to send in your questions for the special Q&A that I'll be doing. I'd love to hear what you guys would like to ask me, and so I hope I get loads of responses for that. Now, yeah, so send me comments, personal messages, or contact me on Twitter at CruellasFurCoat if you would like to get in touch. Also, about anything I mentioned on the show today, give me your thoughts on Finding Nemo, on Long Lost Friends Week, on any of the great stuff that I've mentioned today. Definitely be sure to let me know what you think. And so there we go. So I will thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.